from my experience growing up in Jamaica, the dream was never to find a black woman and settle down with. It was always to find a lighter skinned woman.
Yeah, we call them.
That's the prize, the brownings.
We call them browning.
That's the prize.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised because a lot of us grew up where our moms are as black
as black as us. Yeah.
So that's a woman that we see in the household. That's a woman that raised us. But even she would tell you that, why don't you go find a nice brown girl?
Yeah.
To settle down, to give me some nice brown grandbabies.
Consequences
Not
again.
black grandbabies. So this entire culture that it just infects the mind to you feel inferior.
Thomas Sankara told us, I mean, we need to decolonize our mind in many aspects.
Make me understand what's going on in Jamaica, okay? What do you mean for me to feel beautiful, I have to be light-skinned? So I have to bleach? Oh my God.
You know, it's so good that I just seen a dark-skinned girl on my For You page talking about how light-skinned women get treated by dark-skinned women. Because it's crazy that me or other women as light-skins, if we speak on it, if we delusional, it ain't that bad for y'all, da-da-da. Which proves the point that nobody cares about us being put down. Nobody cares about us being bullied, ostracized, or anything based upon our skin color. And the thing is that I feel like a lot of people don't get, when a light-skinned person is speaking on their experience as a light-skinned, we are not negating that things happen to dark-skinned people too. Definitely always been, and unfortunately probably always will be worse for darker-skinned people. We understand that.
Why is no one speaking about the beauty standards in Jamaica? I feel like it's a fun video. I saw someone doing one about Korea, so I was like, oh, let me do one about Jamaica. For the girls down here, it's like very distinct. A lot of girls in Jamaica, they perm their natural hair. The reason for it is because a lot of them feel like that their hair is too tough to manage or the hairdressers can't do it. Believe it or not, I had to go and inquire to a lot of hairdressers, hairstylists, to find one that does my natural hair. Big up my hairstylist. A hairdresser told me that I should cream my hair because I have too much hair and it's enough, blah, blah. So a lot of girls perm their hair because a lot of hairstylists can't manage natural hair. They don't like natural hair and they only do permed hair. It's annoying. So when you come to Jamaica, you'll see a lot of girls with permed hair. The next thing is you'll see a lot of body positivity in Jamaica in regards to hair. You'll see a lot of girls not shave their armpits, their legs, their mustaches. They'll walk around with unibrows because they feel like, well, first of all, they say that men tell them that it looks good on them, like it's fine, they don't need to shave it. And second of all, they think they look good. So when you see it in Jamaica, don't be alarmed. And these girls, yeah. Third thing is for beauty standards in Jamaica is you'll see a lot of people, again, back to the hair argument, you'll see a lot of people with natural hair or permed hair. So it just depends. And honestly, it's embraced regardless any way that you decide to do it. I've realized that a lot of guys in Jamaica, but I think I've mainly seen this on social media because in real life, it's like, no. On social media, I've seen like a lot of girls that are very bleached out. Like they bleach out their skin. It's like everybody goes crazy over them. They get so many likes, follows, comments. It's really weird. But that's like on social media. In real life, I see a lot more men. They like women that are their natural skin tone. Like whatever skin tone you are, it's natural, they'll like it. Now, one thing about Jamaica that's not similar to America and Canada, I can't speak for the UK, but for America and Canada, a lot of mixed race, non-black girls get more attention in like Canada and America, in the sense that like more black men would go after them, gas them, and make them feel like, wow, like I'm the best, right? That's not the same in Jamaica. In Jamaica, the guys care less. Like you can be mixed race and you would probably think everyone will like you down here now. Like the guys are okay with their dark-skinned girlfriend, their brown-skinned girlfriend, their Indian girlfriend. Like it's fine. Like they literally don't care about stuff like that. I like it. It's a change and I really, really like it. You'll see a lot of couples that are like fully, both of them are dark skinned and they're dating. And I just love seeing it because I'm like, yes, bring it back. I wouldn't say it's complete. It's like either or. It's like girls will bleach their skin and then girls will not. So you'll see some girls like bleaching or toning because the sun does really get you completely super dark. And then there's some who's like literally bleach out their skin. I don't feel like it looks good, but a lot of them will bleach out their skin and get tattoos. because that's the aesthetic. So that's why I said there's two aesthetics. There's the one where you bleach out tattoos, piercings, and that's it. And now there's been a rise over the years. Well, I would say more than 10 years now, like piercings are very in for beauty standards in Jamaica. So you'll see a lot of tongue piercings. You'll see a lot of piercings and tattoos. Like tattoos, I would say, is like that for girls. And then like makeup is not really necessary. Like no one really cares. And the thing is, Jamaica is a Christian country, so modesty is like really well practiced and well regarded. And then at the same time, you'll see a lot of dressing where it's very skimpy, like especially if we're going to dance hall, like if it's a like, you know, nightlife. Yeah. And one thing I really realized, and I thought it was weird, I asked my American friend at the time and she was saying like it's normal for her. She does it in America too, but I don't think it's normal in Canada. So a lot of girls in Jamaica, they wear really tight dresses to do errands. And when I mean tight dresses, like tight going out dresses, like if you go to a bar, a club, like the really tight bodycon dresses, yeah, they wear that as everyday wear here. They'll wear it inside their yard as loungewear. They'll wear it out to go errands. Like you will see it all the time. And I'm like, Canada is so different. But yeah, that's basically the beauty standards for women. When it comes to males, honestly, it's all about being masculine in your appearance and not governing yourself in a certain way. I don't know if I should talk about this topic, but yeah, and a lot of times you'll see some guys bleach as well, but it's not really well regarded or well accepted. I don't think I'm the girl to talk about male masculinity, but also down below you guys can comment what other beauty standards have you guys seen in Jamaica or witnessed. Comment, and yeah, I could talk about it. Like I talk about, I see some girls, they are very ugly, but because they're bleached down, they have tattoos. Like the guys go crazy over them, and I'm just like, oh. And now there's a rise now in Jamaica with plastic surgery. A lot of the girls, a lot of the influencers are getting plastic surgery. So I feel like a lot of young girls watching them, or just other girls, you don't have to be young, you can be an adult too, watching them feeling like, oh, I'm gonna have to get surgery too for me to get all these likes, comments, shares, and be this popular and well regarded by men. But that's not the thing. Like these girls will get it, but I don't think that plastic surgery is a part of Jamaica culture. Like we'll see a few girls get it for as like social media creators or dancers. A lot of dancers now in Jamaica are getting it too, which is weird because I grew up where I did not see dancers doing this stuff. Like it's crazy now. It's different, it's changed, but I don't think it's a beauty standard, but it's something you're going to see more and more frequently because I see a lot of dancers doing it in Jamaica, and a lot of girls are starting to do it now. And if you're a young girl watching this, I would say obviously do whatever you want, but don't look at creators and social media influencers and feel like it's real life. Like majority of them get these surgeries, they don't look as, it doesn't even look good. And the second thing is that a lot of them don't even talk about complications behind the camera, outside of social media. Some of them are going through complications that they don't even come on social media and share with you guys. They just share with you guys the glamour, the glitz, their bum is shaking, and they have shape. Anyways, that's a whole different story, but I wouldn't consider wigs as a beauty standard in Jamaica. Like, yeah, a lot of girls get their wigs done and they look good. You're considered more hype and you probably have more money if you're doing wig installs all the time in Jamaica. But I'm telling you, natural wins in Jamaica. Natural, everything wins. I realize that. Black guys in Jamaica like black girls in Jamaica. 100%. I obviously can't speak for all of them. Follow for more.
Do you bleach your skin?
No.
It's natural.
I say it natural, but I don't like a bleach. Give me the stone.
You don't feel like it affects the younger generation in Jamaica, like when they see people bleaching their skin? And when they're that big, like...
No, I don't feel like it affects what you know.
Because they see you like as, role model.
Role model, yeah, but what you know. I say, youth have them parents too, you get me? So, if them bleach when them older now, when them pass the age of consent, it's a different thing that cause them are them own person in them time. You see, them are them own adult in time. But if you talk about young age now, I would say Ray, when I say the parents them for groom them youth or them want them youth. You see it?
Yeah.
Personally, me would want my son bleach. You get what I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all hate to see dark-skinned women happy so bad. Like at one point we need to address the severe colorism in our society. Because why is it that everybody attack Janelle Brumfield every single... The girl don't show me nobody. She not walk and picture with people. Every single minute, Janelle, stop run. Yeah, follow back, come on. So what? So what? The girl live her soft life. The girl that travel. The girl have her house. She live her life. Wanna leave her alone? But the girl strive in peace. What is she want follow back her man? You know why? It bad on her so much because she dark skin. I'm going to say that part out loud because she dark skin. That's the only you guys don't think that dark skin women deserve good things, and that's an internal struggle, like an internal racism thing. Like, what?
So we can't just say it's just a black on black thing, and we have to acknowledge that when lighter girls are speaking on colorism, it's not the same thing as racism. It's two different things. If we're going to speak about racism, we can all sit down and speak on it, but if we're going to talk about colorism, you have to acknowledge it's not the same thing. You did not have the same experiences as us. Do you get what I mean? And that doesn't go to say it's not the same way for you, that you didn't have like a harder experience in certain aspects, like being called certain names or being made to feel like you have it better, so I'm going to treat you worse type of thing. Do you get what I mean? And I feel like it's such a deep-rooted issue that, like, to say that, like, I would never say, oh, you can't speak on this because you're not dark skinned, or like, you can't say that. But
listen, the colorism in my community is bad. It's awful. But you know what? I think who takes the cake when it comes to colorism? Caribbeans. Y'all got that. After what I just seen and the horror stories I be hearing y'all speak and talk about on here on this platform, if you were a dark-skinned Caribbean girl, I am so sorry. You want to be friends? Like, I'm so, like, oh, I thought our colorism was bad. Like, colorism in the black community is absolutely horrible. But when it comes to who really enforces it the most, Caribbeans, y'all got that. Y'all got that.
If it was one thing that I could change about Jamaicans is the colorist and color shock mindset. Yeah, because like I remember one time when I was in Jamaica a few years back and I was out in the sun, and I remember adults telling me to stay out of the sun because I was getting too dark. And not only that, as someone who's brown skinned, when I was in Jamaica, the girls were saying I was the darkest they would go for. So sometimes, like, when you're benefiting from all this stuff, you need to make sure to call it out and try to dismantle the colorist mindset.
Is colorism a thing in the Caribbeans? Because we know the bleaching creams and stuff like that. So is that really a thing in your experience in Jamaica?
The corporate world in Jamaica, they tend to hire women with lighter complexion, curly hair or straight hair, and black men also gravitate or choose to date women with lighter complexion. Sometimes their excuses are that they want their child to have a light complexion or nice hair.
So what I've noticed is that with black men, as soon as they become successful, they jump to a person with a more defined curly hair or lighter complexion. So they don't stick to who they was with before. So they immediately leave who they was with. I would appreciate if they would stop jumping to lighter skinned women.
Jamaican people need to understand that them can't out of many one people them way out of every serious possible discussion we can have as a collective. Like, I can't be having a serious conversation regarding the actual reality of colorism. You're telling me that colorism don't exist in Jamaica. Why? Because there are black people that are rich. Bestie, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You wouldn't say that about any other country. Why do you think Jamaica is the exception? And the reason why some of you don't want to have this conversation is because the day we actually admit that certain behaviors are in fact colorist is the day that some of you will have to confront the fact that some of you are in fact colorists. And it didn't matter the fact that you were black. It didn't matter if you hung around black people or had sex with people that had certain features, etc., etc. They're gonna have to confront that self-image or perception of other people and the aesthetics that you associate them with. But a lot of you aren't ready for that change, so you'd rather out of many one people your way out of the conversation.
So word on the street is that dark-skinned black men, due to them no longer being in trend, you understand, they're now falling out of trend, right? You know, the snow bunnies and the spicy Latinas, they don't want them anymore. They started going back to their own kind. So due to that, all of a sudden now, dark-skinned black men understand colorism, and they're now opening up about how it negatively impacts their lives. As a dark-skinned black woman, I know that you're not that ass right now. Please tell me that you're not dead ass right now. Please tell me that this is a fucking joke. Because when it comes to the conversation of colorism in the black community, I feel like there's only two groups that could honestly speak on that. And that is the dark-skinned black woman as number one. And then right after that is the light-skinned black man. Because those are the two groups that dealt with more of the negative impacts of colorism than they dealt with the actual benefits from colorism. When it comes to the benefits of colorism, the people that benefited from that were dark-skinned black men and light-skinned black women. The dark-skinned black man was always aware of colorism, but never spoke on it because they were benefiting from it. They were willing participants. They loved the fetishized terminology BBC. They loved being seen as hyper-masculine. They loved being seen as a brute, but in the sexual manner. They would even defend the racist, you understand, sex play or sexual play. They defended this because they were benefiting from it. You understand? They'd use it to even try to put down other men and other groups. Oh, your women want us. Your women want us because we're X, Y, and Z. They perpetuated those stereotypes. They had no problem with colorism when they were on the benefiting end. But now that they are no longer in trend, now all of a sudden it's, oh my God, it's so hard to be a dark-skinned black man in America. Excuse me? Y'all notice how the light-skinned black man is not a part of these conversations? He's not talking about, oh, I didn't understand how colorism was going to affect my life. It's because it's always been affecting his life. Okay? He was called soft because he's light-skinned. We were saying things, or I remember a lot of women talking about, I don't want no pretty light-skinned man. I want a dark-skinned man that's going to build a house for me. Y'all made the light-skinned black man seem like less than because he was light. So he was never really preferred. You understand? He was never preferred. Y'all always made the dark-skinned black man the one that was supposed to be on top. So that man never said anything. But now that everybody wants them a Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Now that you hear less and less people, especially those preferred groups like the white women and the Hispanic women that they used to brag about being able to get, they no longer want you. And a lot of them don't want you, not because of your skin complexion. They don't want you because how you talk about your own kind, how you talk about your female counterparts, how you talk about dark-skinned black women. They see that shit and they're like, why the fuck would I want to be with a man who talks like this about his own kind? All that fucking pandering that you guys were doing to try to make it seem like you were the best, that shit is biting you in the ass now. And all of a sudden now you want to speak on colorism? You always knew of colorism. You didn't care. You were willful participants when you were benefiting from it. Now that you're not in trend no more, I'm seeing these little think pieces. Please. Until you actually offer, first of all, a heartfelt, sincere apology to the black, dark-skinned female community that you guys humiliated, ridiculed, knowing damn well you look just like her, just in male. Until you do that, I don't want to hear shit from y'all. I don't want to hear nothing, because all you're doing is honestly manipulation. You're no longer hot, and so now you're trying to figure out how to fit yourself back in. I'm sorry, no, we want Aaron.
Colorism is something diasporic wide that we haven't really addressed, but because I'm Jamaican, I'm gonna speak about it in a Jamaican context. One of the best indicators of colorism globally is the percentage of people within that community that engages in skin bleaching, and we know where Jamaica is on that. The mistake we make in this approach is starting with our personal opinions on bleaching. You see, human beings modify themselves based on messages being transmitted within that society. And whether you want to believe it or not, there are perceived and actual advantages of being light-skinned in Jamaica. Let's stop right just again for reminding you, because someone on the turban, it's not about your personal opinion on bleaching. Is the message that is being sent. Though we are majority black and ugly as a concept is as Jamaican as Aki and Sawfish, and that is sad. And if you're brown and pretty and go missing, your post will get shared more than somebody with a darker complexion. Now this post isn't for your reductive opinion on what you think about skin complexion. It's to engage in a conversation about changing the message.
If this video upsets you, I don't care. I'm talking about you. But why do men insist on saying they like dark-skinned women, knowing damn well they don't? Y'all don't date us. Y'all don't want to date us. Y'all want to fuck us. Just admit it. It's okay. Just admit it. Be true to your damn self. Because really and truly, every time you pop out with a new girlfriend, it's a palm colored bitch with curly hair. It's not a dark skinned woman. But you're so quick to say you love black women, you love dark skinned women. Like, no, you don't. Stop. Y'all are lying for clicks and views. Please, and I'm not gonna praise you. I'm not gonna be that crazy like saying yes, you love dark skinned women. No, y'all don't. Y'all love fucking us, but to be seen in public with us is a completely different thing. Cause y'all don't really like us, like y'all don't. Like, just stop. It's fucking weird. And before they send out in the comment section, I didn't say anything is wrong with light skinned women. Nobody said that. And before they come with that, shut the fuck up. That's not what the videos are.
We have to talk about colorism in the Caribbean, and I can firsthand speak about it in Jamaica, because I know there are some Jamaicans who look down on people because they are darker skinned, which is just insane to me. And let me give you guys a perfect example. I remember I had someone ask me what color I want Gina to be, like what if I want her to have my eyes, whatever, you know. And I said to them that the only thing I want her to have is cool, dark, a nice cool brown dark complexion. That's all I want. And the person was like, what? Why would you want that? And I'm like, what do you mean, why wouldn't I want that? I remember when I did a video on social media stating that when I saw Gina, when I saw Gina for the first time as a baby, and I saw that she was looking white, I was so disappointed until I picked her up and checked her ear and saw that her skin is going to have a nice cool brown complexion. And people in the comments was asking me, why would I say that? That is so weird, because I want my child to be darker skin. And that just blows my mind. I know it doesn't only happen in Jamaica, it happens in different Caribbean islands as well. And to me, we need to have these conversations more, because I've seen where when somebody's in an argument, and say for instance the other person is darker skin, that's the first thing they're coming after. Oh, you're black and ugly like tar. You get me, I say? And we need to break from those stuff, because it's honestly sad. It can honestly mess with people's confidence, and that is what sometimes stems people to bleach, right? Yeah, this is a whole conversation. We know now come near me up in the comments, but I don't care. It's just the truth.
Whitey, 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 whitey.